What is going on, guys? We are back for another update on PWR. That is right, he has crashed out hard. But before we get that, I want to speak to one person directly. This person saw my video last time and was the catalyst for the crash out, for everything that happened afterwards. Of course, I'm talking about Mama PWR, because she was freaking out. She didn't know what her son was doing online. And Mama PWR, I have to tell you this. You need to get your son off the internet. He is mentally declining every single day. He has this delusion that he's part of an industry, the wrestling industry, that he's an insider. When in fact, he's just a person who watches the show. And he gets emotional. You can tell there's something mentally wrong with him. And after the last video, I heard you were freaking out. You wanted to talk to me. And as you can tell here, I tried to reach out. I tried to talk to you. But your son is a huge liar. You see, he told you everything was fake. It's all BS. It's all lies. Well, this is him during his live stream admitting that what he said to you was fake and that he's a huge liar.
You know, calling me downstairs and like asking, did you really say all this stuff online? Did you really say this? And I was seriously like, that's all bullcrap. That's all bullcrap. Like, any of that stuff can be faked. So, you know, like, I had to lie. I mean, come on. I don't think she'll see this stream because she's out tonight till about 9. She doesn't, like, stalk my channel, but she is subscribed to my channel.
Your son needs medical help. And I'm not talking about medication because apparently he's on medication. I'm talking about being in a padded cell. What he says and does online is absolutely disgusting and needs intervention. Let's take for an example. He's in this imaginary war against random strangers online to the point where he's talking about killing them and gunning them down in the streets, like in this clip.
Somebody asking if I like Duke Nukem. Of course I like Duke Nukem. I love Duke Nukem. Because every time I freaking play it, dude, I'm just imagining all you effing losers. Boom, 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 click, click. Oh, there's a detractor right there. There's freaking PPP. Blow his freaking blank out. That's why I like playing Duke.
He is also begging people online for money, for food, for anything. At 35 years old, begging random strangers, oh please give me money so I can eat food at Burger King. Absolutely disgusting. And he has this weird parasocial relationship with a streamer named DSP on YouTube. His name is DSP Gaming. He goes by Darkside Phil. He runs an online cult where he takes advantage of vulnerable people like your son. He brainwashes them to give him money. DSP makes over $100,000 a year, but he begs people for money and for food to pay his bills. Does that sound familiar to you? Because your son is trying to be like him. And just like DSP, your son lies to you all the time because he tells the truth on his live streams. Even saying stuff like he made up a story about his father molesting him so he can purchase a video game. Like, that's not something someone normal does. The fact that he can tell that story and laugh about that tells you the mental capacity that's up there. And DSP is a cult leader. He also masturbated on stream in front of children. Is that someone you want your son to be watching and want to be like? And then also in the DSP community, there's also people where we looked at one in particular named Derek Ip, who's a pedophile. There's Hiseo, who's into incest and the father-daughter stuff. There's a bunch of people who are on disability that Phil takes advantage of and guilt trips them. Even though he's making over $100,000 a year just playing video games, he tells them, oh, sorry, I gotta pay my bills. It sucks. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for that. It'd be really nice if you guys help me out. And your son goes on there and says, oh, sorry, Phil. I know you have some trouble. Here, let me give you some money to help you out. And then begs people for Burger King afterwards because he has no money. And you need to get rid of all his violent triggers. So Darkside Phil, comic book, because he says, oh, I've been reading some Punisher comic books. Hope it doesn't give me ideas and starts talking about shooting people up. Video games, especially Duke Nukem, because he says when he plays that game, he imagines random strangers on the internet that he wishes he could do it to in real life. That is not a normal thought. Then he's creating people that he's supposedly in war with, these fake online random people, creating them in video games so he can kill them. That's sick behavior. And then he runs around with this other person, River Rejection, who's a meth addict and one of the dumbest people on the planet. Is that who you want your son around? So please, I am asking you, get him off the internet before he hurts somebody. Because he is going to hurt somebody someday, because this is escalating. And I have a feeling with his hatred of women, it's probably going to be you. And I don't want to see anything happen to you. So please, get your son some help and get him off the internet. And that brings us to our feature video. And I have great news. See, unlike PWR, I can actually get sponsorships. And today we have a great sponsor who's been very generous that paid me thousands of dollars to advertise on this video.
This is Lord Diaz with a very special announcement. Hot off the press, never before seen, 100% authentic, brand new design in the merch store, featuring Get the F Out and so much more. Be sure not to just get one, not just to get two, but get yourself 8 out of 10 designs, shirts, mugs, die-cast stickers, and so much more at the merch shop. Thank you for your patronage and your sacrifice for this industry.
So what we're going to look at today is the crash out. We're going to look at the live stream fails because he had 4 live streams. We're going to look at the first 2 today because I have a feeling I'm going to start doing these in parts because there's so much to cover because it looks like he goes live every day now. So when I put my video last time, I didn't realize what I set in motion. I didn't realize how much I was going to burn everything around me because the first thing I got was a message, a voice message from none other than PWR.
You effing coward. You effing coward. You bottom-feeding, bonehead coward. You're gonna go on YouTube and you're gonna, try to expose my career and, turn my passion for this industry into some kind of bullcrap tabloid nonsense. If you want to play this game, I'll play it. Where's your career? Where's your contribution? What have you ever stood for? You just take, names of that DSP community and you try to make $1 off them. You sick bastard.
And man, oh man, you can tell he's pissed. His mom's pissed. And I tried to reach out to her. However, he blocked me. He refused to let me talk to his mom. And then he started crashing out, blocking people like Dickstroke and PhilVlog. He started arguing with people in my comment section under the video. Just outright threats all over the place. Threatened to knock the F out of people. But then, just like DSP, he has to go online, on a stream. And he has to attack the DSP detractors. And well, it did not start very well for him as he had tech issues. And this is much worse than you've ever seen. This is worse than any DSP pre-stream, stream, or late night stream. Just watch this and enjoy.
So thank you everybody, it's the Pro Wrestling. Oh shit! Whoops. Hold on. Later tonight, but my mom's at. Uh-oh. I'm gonna switch to my scene. So thank you everybody, it's the Pro Wrestling. Oh shit! Whoops. Hold on. Sorry about the language there. Hold on a second everybody. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna switch to my scene. So thank you everybody, it's the Pro Wrestling. Oh shit! Whoops. Hold on. Sorry about the language there. Hold on a second everybody. I'm having some technical difficulties here. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Can everybody hear me? Just let me know if everybody can hear me before I get started. My freaking controller isn't effing working, dude. Seriously? Hold on. This is bullcrap. Hold on. Oh, we're good. Okay.
Then of course, one of his first targets was me because I put that video out and he was mad because his mom was yelling at him and she was getting all pissed off. So let's hear what he had to say about me.
Mom's not here tonight, so I wanted to do this. It's 7 now when my mom isn't back until about 9. She's pissed. Like, my mom is freaking pissed. Especially about this freaking Dashfire dude, which I'm gonna talk a lot about him. Can you get your mom on the stream? That's the thing. My mom isn't here tonight, but when she seen that freaking video of Dashfire, because she follows my video, she you know, she subscribed to my channel and stuff like that. She was like screaming, you know, calling me downstairs and like asking, did you really say all this stuff online? Did you really say this? And I was seriously like, that's all bullcrap. That's all bullcrap. Like, any of that stuff can be faked. So, you know, like, I had to lie. I mean, come on. I don't think she'll see this stream because she's out tonight till about 9. She doesn't, like, stalk my channel, but she is subscribed to my channel. But seriously, dude, my mom isn't gonna come on, but she was ready to take my phone and freaking like message this I'm getting the names. You're all the same, cut from the same cloth. She wanted to talk to this Dashfire, and I was like screaming. I was like, no, mom, like don't effing do that. She's like, I want to talk to this guy. I want to find out what this is really going on. And like, dude, it took a couple days before that crap died down, dude. But here you go. And we're gonna get the Dashfire here. The real freaking, like, I have so much stuff I want to say about him. But like I said, my mom's gonna be back at 9. I'm fired up. I'm screaming. I'm yelling. I'm hoping the neighbors aren't gonna freaking tell my mom that I was screaming and yelling while she is gone. He goes, I'm gonna get the Dashfire here soon too, because you know he's clipping it. You know, he's rubbing his hands together. Oh, I'm gonna get 600 views on this. Sick bastard. Talk about this Dashfire. So this Dashfire, who I had no idea who this guy was. Just another freaking 12-year-old loser who has nothing to do but sit on a computer and screenshot Twitter conversations. So he had to directly tag me in his stupid YouTube video. That literally, dude, I watched his video, and like I said, my mom got freaking so pissed when she seen it. All it was, dude, was him reading bullcrap from my Twitter page. He didn't even, like, say anything. The crap, the posts are all freaking right there. He didn't, like, give any insight. He didn't even, like, trash me. He literally just sat there. Oh, this pro wrestling reality guy, he said this, and then he said this. And then he said this. Oh, I'm so funny, aren't I? And then he said this. Like, what a effing loser, dude. And I called him out. I was literally like, dude, you better take that effing video the F down. I'm getting a little bit off topic. So I want to get back to this Dashfire dude. Because literally, like, you're the biggest effing loser I've ever seen. Out of all these dudes that are trying to get their shot in, they're trying to get the rub off the pro wrestling rag. Literally just because I'm the one Phil fan that comes forward and says, like, screw all you effing losers. Here's a real fan now. Abuse me. Molest me. You effing cowards. And who's really ever done that before? But as far as him, dude, like, I had to literally fight with my mom, dude. My mom, who's like in her 60s, was like, I want to know who this is. Who is this? Who made this video? And I had to lie. Like, she's yelling at me, get out, and all this. And eventually it kind of died down, so everything's cool now. But he's threatening to put another freaking video out. And I said to him, I'm going to go on the air, and I'm going to have a couple words about you, you sick effing blank. I reached out to PPP, and I said, you piece of garbage. Somebody can find the tweet. I'm sure Dashfire, effing loser, grifter, can find the tweet. But I did. Somebody asked, is Dashfire here? Well, I hope he is, dude, because I have a lot to freaking say. I had a lot to freaking say about him. And he's not gonna like it. Like I said, dude, my mom isn't going to be back until about 9 tonight. So I do gotta watch my language because of the YouTube guidelines, but other than that, I really don't have to limit what I'm gonna freaking say, so hope he's here. Well, I'm sure he's gonna clip the freaking stream and, you know, use it for his own garbage channel, which I'm gonna get into. But he's got a big surprise coming tonight.
Now, it's really funny when he said, oh, I didn't add anything, and I didn't trash him, even though I called him a future public shooter or a school shooter, and I was telling a story of how your madness escalated, how much of an incel you are, how much of a loser you are. And you can see I'm painting a story here of PWR and his delusions of grandeur. You see, I may not be a creator, but I'm a curator, which means I take all this stuff and I tell a story. I make this all digestible for people. Then one of the things I got the most laughs out of is how mad he got over Big Birds. Big Birds is his Snow Carl. And it was hilarious because even the littlest things would set him off. Just like Snow Carl would set off DSP.
Anyway, I'm just gonna ignore all these stupid... You know what, Big Birds? You've done enough harm to my community that you're on a freaking timeout. So, that's what you get. You're trying to derail my freaking stream of consciousness here. Somebody's saying Craig... Okay, get out. Get out. Somebody needs to ban this Big Bird guy because I'm really getting sick and tired of his crap. Oh, this Big Bird guy. Screw him, too. Real piece of crap. Dude, last night, this freaking Big Birds guy goes on my shorts, and he freaking tries to discredit the career of Hulk Hogan. You're on the wrong freaking page, dude. You want to come on here and say freaking Hogan is overrated and has no career? Say it to my freaking face, dude. Okay, Big Bird, that's it. That's effing it. You want to talk about Owen like that? We need a moderator in here. Gone. That's out. Out. You do not talk about Owen Hart like that. Bye, Big Bird. You gonna do your 1, 2, 3 ABCs with me? Stupid effing. I can't swear, dude. I gotta calm myself, dude. What the hell? Okay, this Big Bird guy, he wants to talk, but he has nothing to say that I'm interested in.
And this was a special night for PWR because he says his mom's not here. She's not gonna be back till 9 after she gets blacked. So he stole her beer and he's gonna drink today and he's gonna say whatever the F he wants, which is weird because he censors himself. And then in a moment that foreshadows everything, he says, man, I hope my neighbor doesn't hear me and call my mom, which in the future you're gonna see absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking on today. Actually, my mom had a case of Budweiser in the fridge, so I took one. Cheers. Yeah, my mom's not here tonight, so I'm gonna say whatever the F I want. I gotta watch my language though, but there is a lot I want to say about some of these dudes. So she'll be back around 9. So I got about an hour. You know, my mom's not freaking here tonight, dude, so I can freaking say whatever the F I want.
Another target in these streams was Stuttering Craig and the Side Scrollers interview. And he said, Side Scrollers ruined Phil. They destroyed him, all for the money. They don't realize what kind of damage they did to him, and it's all their fault. Phil never did anything wrong. That is right. This person, you can tell, has under a 62 IQ and thinks Phil was in the right for a Side Scrollers interview. And this is the mentality of the cult of DSP. You believe me, don't believe anyone else, don't watch anyone else. What I say goes. Source, trust me, bro.
And I believe that Craig really showed his true colors that day. You know, he went back to, you know, that guy that people have always been kind of questioning and sort of, you know, wanting to know what kind of guy really is this. And that day he showed his true colors because he lied to Phil. You know, he tried to go him up saying, you know, we'll have a fun time. You know, we'll play Mario Kart and we'll just kind of shoot the crap. And I think that's bullcrap because I think what happened was all you losers all you stupid effing detractors looking for, you know, to get some kind of attention on yourself instead of giving Phil his chance in the spotlight, you went to Craig and you showed him all this crap, and then It's a Gundam is coming forward with all his crap, and he just got so much crap thrown his way that nobody was telling the true story. You know, nobody was really coming forward and saying, you know, this is what I think about Phil, and this is the impact he's had on my life and my career. And, you know, if it wasn't for Phil, I probably wouldn't have started a YouTube channel. So I was really incredibly disturbed at the whole way it went down. Of course, you had this young dude, this hipster, Adam Cringler. The interview was totally derailed by all you effing losers who had to slip in his DMs to get yourself clout and frickin' send him this thing from 2 years ago. Send him all this from 5 years ago. We were here to talk about the now. That this was a guy coming forward, building a community, consistently streaming, entertaining his audience. And then all of a sudden he's brought on, and just because this young Cringler dude is kind of like rubbing his chin and shifting his eyes all around, you know, they try to paint Phil as the villain. And I think that was bullcrap. The whole interview really was bullcrap. You could just tell, you know, Craig was smelling the daughter's college tuition from this, rubbing his hands together. You know, because if you go on their page and you look at their most popular, what was the most popular interview they've ever done? Because he has no career. He's not relevant anymore. And he really stepped over Phil, who was there around the same time as him, to get him a boost in relevancy, and he didn't even show him a halfway decent amount of respect. It was absolutely sickening. And I spoke with Phil about it. I reached out and I said, you know, Phil, that was incredibly upsetting. I feel horrible because I was one of the people who came forward and said I thought Phil would be a great guest. And I've carried that burden onto myself. I really did.
And there's a little pattern here. PWR, River Rejection, Jade, Slayer, Derek, Haseo, a lot of dented people there with under 62 IQ. Then, unfortunately, he noticed I was in the chat, so you know what that means. Ban, ban, ban. Gone. Forever.
Okay, Dyson friends, you're effing out of here. This Dyson friends literally takes dude's Twitter comments as no value and uploads them to his own channel. Seriously, go F yourself. I hate that dude, man. He's a loser. He's one of the worst bottom feeders in that DSP detractor community that seriously needs his freaking 12-year-old butt kicked.
And just like DSP, he'll ban people over the smallest little thing. So people were telling them, your mic audio levels are off. I can't hear you. It's too low. Just trying to give him some feedback. And you know what happened with that? He's gonna start banning people who complain about his mic.
Okay, anybody who says the mic is not working is getting a timeout. Because I have it on a second stream here and it sounds fine. I have an Apogee mic, you know, $600-700 mic. I'm not, you know, I don't have a Rock Band mic hooked up to my mic like some of you dudes, like Dashfire. Effing coward.
And it wasn't just me and Big Birds that he went after. He also went after Duty, TJ Gamebox, which he says he wants TJ to abuse him and molest him, and also Almighty Tevin. And it's really weird because he says he's a longtime fan, but during these streams, he doesn't know who Derek is. He doesn't know who Tevin is, you know, DSP's #1 criminal. He says he's a fan since Heavy Rain. All these things sound like a LARPer, don't they? But then again, it's DSP's cult and below 62 IQ.
So, another person I just want to mention again is this Snort Hogan. You're an effing coward, taking my videos, taking pictures, showing my streams on your channel, and you're benefiting off of that. Where's your originality? Where are you to speak out? Like, even if you don't like Phil? I challenge you, you effing coward. Set up your microphone, get your Rock Band mic out of the closet, hook it up to your laptop, and let's hear the reasons why you don't like Phil, because you have nothing to say. Unban my Snort Hogan? Are you that effing Snort Hogan, dude? If you are, you better come forward right the F now, dude, because I got some stuff to say. Yeah, I got some stuff to say. You are an absolute coward. I want your account freaking closed right now, and I want you to take every effing cent you've ever effing made and give it back to Phil. Of course, that's never going to happen because you have no career, you have no life, you have nothing to say. And you want to come on here and make fun of me being autistic and stuff. Look in the effing mirror, Snort Hogan. Like, what have you ever done? I had a music career. And somebody told me that he was one of the original Detractors. And he had a pretty big following. His name was Almighty Teven. And so I just kind of went in. I did my usual thing. I was in the chat saying, screw the Detractors, you know, screw the casino. And this freaking guy, 1,400 freaking viewers in his stream, the dude is so freaking stoned, he can't even talk. Like, I think that's so freaking bullcrap, dude. Like, he literally was like, no, Phil. No, Phil. No, Phil. Like, how the hell? That just shows your lacks of intelligence. That, you know, instead of just listening to someone and enjoying somebody for what they are, you have to have it spoon-fed to you by a freaking brain-damaged thief. Because that's the thing about Duty is, he came forward. He came forward and he asked me to be a guest on his podcast. And I can't lie. I was thinking about it. I absolutely was thinking about it. But, you know, at the last minute, I was just like, you know what, this isn't going to be taken seriously. And the only reason I like Duty is because he's kind of like the National Enquirer of Darkside Phil. You know, you can kind of get an idea what the landscape is like, you know, what's going on, what to not talk about to Phil, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, Duty Streams is essentially like the National Enquirer magazine you pick up at a coffee table at some crack den while you're waiting for your ride. Like, that's all he is to me. But, I will give him credit that he's at least somebody who looks at things objectively. But still, I'd love to see Phil just knock him right out like that. Like this. Freaking diamond cutter. He wants it. That's another guy, too. That freaking... What is his name? TJ Gamebucks. Oh, I'm TJ Gamebucks. I just follow Phil and I just, like, you know, act like I'm doing some kind of service because I freaking post all his monies. But, like, who gives a crap? Literally, I do not care. If Phil literally came on the stream, showed a freaking piece of paper, and he was like, here's how much I spent, and it was like $2 million, like, I wouldn't give two craps. It's his life. His freaking... Oh, TJ Gamebucks is a legend. What has he ever done? What has he ever done that makes him a legend? Because he freaking screenshots a freaking mobile app showing somebody else's spending habits? Wow, real legend there. Like, dude, get a freaking... I don't know how these do... It's because they want so... All you guys in the chat right now, I'm gonna say it right now, you all want to be Phil. So Iron Chef Sakai, if a lot of you don't know, he was really somebody who brought a lot of positivity to the community. He was always actively supporting Phil, you know, helping the streams kind of move along. He was giving subscriptions, gifted subscriptions to fans. I think I received a few over the period that he was around. What really was troubling was the whole Strangely Lexly situation. And she's a real piece of crap, and we're going to get into her in a minute. But, so, I guess from what I understand, was Iron Chef Sakai was starting to become tired of Phil's content. You know, that's the thing with these young dudes. They have no loyalty. They have no morals. It's just, one thing on to another, you know, whatever reason, he gets something up his butt. He runs over to this private lined in gold bitch, this private lined in gold Gen Z bitch, with his hand on his private parts, and he starts giving her money. And here's where I really take issue. I mean, going to another streamer and giving them money, that's reasonable. I don't really have an issue with that. But what I do have an issue with is Iron Chef Loser sitting there with his hand on his privates, giving the donations. And what's the first thing? What's the first thing out of his mouth that'll get some attention? What's the thing out of his mouth that'll get some clout? Oh, DSP, do you know who DSP is? Oh yeah, do you know who DSP is, bitch? You know who DSP is? And for whatever reason, it really took off for that audience. And she saw dollar signs. Of course, like any woman would, they saw dollar signs. And she started calling Phil old, started calling him irrelevant, and she really started trouble for the community. And I agree with what Phil said. She's an SLU star. Because she's running around, flaunting the ass, you know, and you got these losers like Iron Chef Sakai that are trying to get a shot at it by thinking if they donate money and bring someone else's career down, that's really going to mean something. And I think she should be really ashamed. Because I think it's one thing if you really want to push yourself and push your career, but leave the originals out of your effing mouth. He had nothing to do with her or her content. Just because some freaking loser comes in and is like talking about Phil, and then all women see dollar sign. Oh, who's Phil? Oh, I'm gonna look at him for 5 minutes, and then all you effing loser detractors are all grabbing your privates, getting off on the fact that this private line of gold Gen Z bitch is you know, trashing somebody you hate. That's all. That's the only talent she has. That's all it is. And it's bull crap. I hope her career ends. I don't think she'll be making a 15-year career. She's a whore. Just another freaking whore. And I'm not gonna deny what I'm saying here. You can clip the stream and throw it all around, but the truth is, she's a thieving bitch.
Then of course, he has to make more threats against DSP detractors, and this is where he's mentally ill. Like the fact that these people, you don't know, and you're just attacking them because DSP tells you to. He doesn't outright say, oh, go attack these detractors. He uses dog whistles. It's like, he goes, oh, you know, these people, something has to happen to them. It'd be a shame if they were gone. Almost like he's given an okay, like a mob boss. The fact that you're having these violent thoughts in your head means you're not okay. You need to be locked up in that padded room.
Freaking angry. After doing this, I'm literally like, I don't know how freaking Phil has not just literally grabbed a freaking, let's just say, tool and gone out into the streets and hunted you all down. Like, seriously, dude, the dude's got the patience of a saint.
And then, like I said before, he has this weird parasocial relationship with DSP, and he's gonna go on to say how DSP reminds him of a father figure, and he'll put him on to fall asleep to and is comfort in. But he's also gonna talk about Kat and her looks, and how she's a good-looking woman. And it's very weird because you can tell this person is isolated. They have no friends. The family probably wants nothing to do with them because they're a loser. But my God, you need more friends. You need more people to talk to in real life. Like, this is not healthy. The fact that you're taking DSP of all people, and he's a comfort, and he's a father figure to you, and you're telling people in this video, stop abusing Phil and his career. And he's gonna say again, don't abuse Phil. Abuse me, molest me. Which I think he's using it very, very incorrectly because he says it throughout his streams that people molested him. Like, he accused me and other people of molesting his career, and it's very, very weird. Almost like something else has happened in the past.
Like, I really look up to Phil. I really, when I look at Phil and I watch him, you know, it's kind of like having the comfort of your uncle or your father or older brother or whatever, however you want to put it. It's a familiarity. It's a comfort. It's like kind of walking into your uncle's place for supper and you feel a belonging and a part of something. That's what all you cowards don't understand. You know, I might put them on while I'm about to go to sleep because it kind of gives me that fatherly comfort, you know, to fall asleep listening to Phil or, you know, whatever it may be. But you guys are the effing losers. Like, I remember the day my grandmother passed away. The first thing I did when I got home was I turned my laptop on, and there was Phil. And he was streaming. So I gave him a donation, and I just said, you know, Phil, my grandmother just passed, and you've really given me a lot of great memories over the years, and I just want to give a contribution. And he very graciously said, oh, wow, you know, that means a lot. We very much appreciate that. So I always thought that was incredibly emotional that Phil realized how much this community does mean. Okay, KB, you're timed out. You want to say Phil killed T? You effing coward. Somebody says pour one out for T. Well, we're gonna take a cheers here to T. Cheers, T. If you remember, he was one of the first who brought Phil into the Street Fighter, who, you know, probably if it wasn't for T, he probably wouldn't be where he is today. So yes, thank you him. I'm gonna have a drink to T. You guys have any real questions you want to ask? I'm not gonna answer if I'm gay, you know, all this crap. Like I said, I'm not gay, I'm not straight. I've denounced my sexuality. And I think that's a really important thing that men in the modern era should be doing, is denouncing their sexuality, especially in this economy, you know, especially with women. You know, with women, you have to make dreams come true. Having a wife is like the equivalent of having to take your kids to Disneyland, paying for college. You know, it's all a scam. I think marriage is legal prostitution. Marriage is a legal form of prostitution. Somebody says, do I think Kat is hot? I'll be honest, she's not bad looking. She's not, I'm not gonna go too personal because I respect Phil, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not interested in women, but I would say she's not ugly. She's a nice looking woman. I don't think she's ugly. Yeah, exactly, Chips. Marriage is a joke. Yes, Phil is a solid family man. He is. Like I said, I'm not married myself. I haven't had a girlfriend or a piece of butt since 2013. I've denounced my sexuality. Getting married just isn't in the cards for me, and I respect that for Phil. You know, him. You know, I'm sure she's probably a good thrill. You know, probably just kind of roll over on it and get the 1, 2, 3, and she probably doesn't say much, but nothing wrong with that. I don't think she's that bad looking. You sick bastard. You're banned. Who's this chocolate? Or I don't know if it's banned, but I am timing you out. Go sit in the corner like a little freaking. Oh, were your parents rated? Were your parents rated, Mommy and Daddy? Go sit in the corner, you effing freaking. I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack here. Just give me a second. I'm so fired up. God, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so fired up. Oh, I'm all dizzy. Oh, man. See, this is what this does to me. This is what it does to me. None of you understand. You know, I just want to say, leave Phil alone. Leave him alone. If it wasn't for him being an original, starting the career, starting streaming, none of you would have made a goddamn dollar in your goddamn lives. And I think it's really about time that somebody really comes forward and says, F all of you. You're all here. This is what you want. You're all pieces of garbage. Leave Phil alone. Okay, You're out of here talking about Phil breaking into my bedroom at night. You're gone. You're freaking gone. That's sick. I'm getting pissed. The more I read these chats, the more I'm getting mad. I'm serious. I don't care if you make fun of how I sound or like what I'm saying, or if you don't like that I like Phil. I'm one of the only people who actually wants to come forward and say, you know, abuse me. Molest me the same way that you've molested Phil's career.
Now, I am the second most hated person in PWR's life. There is one person above me. One person he hates the most. And that, my friends, is Lord Diaz. Because Lord Diaz is everything that PWR wants to be. Because PWR always says, I'm in this industry. I give everything for this wrestling industry. I give my blood, sweat, and tears. I gave up ass since 2013 for this industry, this wrestling industry. And let's be honest here. It's not that you gave up ass. It's not that you refuse to get ass. You cannot get ass. No woman's ever gonna touch you again. And I also question the last time you had ass in 2013. It was probably one of three things. Either a family member, a hooker, or she was not conscious and not aware of what you were doing to her. Because you are the biggest incel on the planet. And you wish you were a wrestler like Lord Diaz. A great wrestler with a 20-year career. Who's been in the ring with legends like Tommy Dreamer. And you wish you could get your hands on Tommy Dreamer. Probably for a different reason though. You probably start blowing him right in the ring. But of course, Lord Diaz, above all, not only is he a wrestler, he has the best merchandise on the planet. And that is what pisses him off.
And there's somebody else that I'm gonna throw together here that I'd love to see Phil kick his freaking butt. The first guy I really have a problem with here is, and I don't even know if this is his name, but this effing Lord Diaz, you know, he likes to think he's got some kind of wrestling career or something like that, but let me tell you, the only career he has is stealing from fans. He steals from fans, and the reason he does it is because he's got no identity. He's got no identity. So he's the first on my list tonight, and I'm not the best at this, but I'm just gonna try to whip him up really quick because I want Phil to knock him right the F out. So I'm just gonna what's he, you know, he's got a black undershirt and, you know, because he's got nothing, no character. Like, his whole wrestling character, dude, is literally like, Detractor, I'm a detractor. Like, what a effing loser, dude. Like, the only reason he's got to go on my merchandise store and frickin' steal my ideas is because he has no frickin' ideas. He has no frickin' career. And then he wants to attack fans and steal from the fans. Well, oh, he's here. You effing coward. What a surprise. Lord Diaz. Oh, I'm graced with your presence, Mr. Diaz. Well, you're gonna get knocked effing out tonight. You're gonna get knocked out. Cause I got a DSP skin. And you're gonna take the 1, 2, 3 tonight from Phil while I talk about how your career is in the poop can. So, yeah, enjoy. Because that's what you deserve, and, you know, anytime you want to send back some of those contributions that you made off my freaking hard work, you know, that'd be very much appreciated. So, let's get him started here. I literally don't know what I'm doing, but I'm so freaking angry right now. It could just be a freaking black blob of nothingness. I seriously, like... He's gonna be my first target tonight because he's done the most damage. I'm not asking for money. I'm just saying, you know, if you're down with the content, and not just the content, but my philosophies, they're all in my merchandise store. Like I say, no life, no wife, no family, no friends, not getting butt, because I don't know if I can actually say the A word. It's all, like, it comes from my heart and soul. Fans since 1995. And then I'm gonna get into it. I'm just gonna try to get this done first before I go off on Lord Diaz. I mean, as you can say, no character, no redeeming qualities. Like, yeah, you can post your freaking picture of giving your freaking swanton all you freaking want, dude. Doesn't surprise me. This is what he deserves, is a public and Duty Streams is gonna get his freaking butt kicked tonight too by Phil. There he is, coward. Pretty much sums it off. So anyway, so this freaking Lord Diaz guy, because he's the one with the problem, not me. You know, he wants to go on my account, and, you know, he's getting a big kick out of it. Everything I said, everything I you know, like, that's passion, you know, that's coming from such a real place. And to just have some guy, you know, probably smoking that weed crap or something. Whoa, man, like, this guy's funny, man, and, you know, I got autism because I'm obsessed with DSP, and this guy's got autism. Like, it's all bull crap, dude. Like, the reason he has no freaking career is because he has no freaking original ideas, dude. He's literally has to bottom feed off the fans to get his ideas. Then he, you know, pushes out his 8 out of 10 piece of ass, you know, to flaunt my merchandise, and then you all just goon for it. So, I want every freaking cent that he's ever made off those t-shirts back immediately. Like, I'm freaking serious, dude. Like I said, like, I've been through a lot in my life, and I don't freaking need this crap. I don't care if you're a wrestler, I don't care if you're a freaking garbage man. You don't freaking steal from the fans. So here's what you get. Here's what you freaking get, because I can't, you know, I have limited mobility. I have about, you know, I don't even know, 30% mobility. But I would love to freaking just spit in your effing face. Cause you didn't just steal from me, you stole from the fans. You stole from the fans. Yeah, there he is, look, he's a freaking drug addict. He says it right there. I'm looking at the chat right there. He's probably going to try to delete and hide his comments. He bought a lot of weed with the money. Yeah, well, that's because you're so freaking brain damaged from smoking that crap. You can't even come up with your own freaking ideas, dude. Like, that is the most disrespectful freaking thing. Like, we pay your freaking salary when we go to the live shows, when you get your pay at the end of the freaking night. And you get your hot dog and you get your freaking, whatever, Holiday Inn. That's from us, dude. He's gonna sort it out. He's gonna kick your effing butt like he really should effing do. Here you go, you freaking coward, huh? What are you gonna do, huh? When freaking Phil is literally right on you. Freaking ready to freaking beat your freaking butt. Cause you wanna spend all your time freaking with this crap? You know, I don't know how they do it, dude. Like, you want to talk that you're a wrestler and all this crap, dude? You have no career. Like, you're freaking done, dude. And this is just, I hope this goes live everywhere on the internet, dude. Lord Diaz defeated by freaking Darkside Phil. Because, like, seriously, dude, I want Phil to seriously, like, knock you frickin' dudes right on your frickin' butts. As for you, Lord Diaz, like, seriously, dude, I'm not gonna say anything frickin' violent, because you dudes try to close my frickin' X account, you try to, you know, get the cops at my frickin' door, you try to frickin' get my mom frickin' involved, and then she's asking me, who are these guys, and she's frickin' pissed and yelling at me. So, like, yeah, I'm freaking pissed. Like, oh, man. The idea of him just, like, beating the effing crap out of all you... Like this! Like that! You like that, freaking Diaz? With your no freaking career... Like, I hate him, dude. Like, I seriously freaking hate this freaking Lord Diaz guy for what he's done. Like, my hands are freaking, like, sweating, man. because I want to kick his butt so freaking hard. This is what I would like to freaking do to Diaz, is freaking seriously, like, I'm gonna seriously smash my fucking controller, dude. Like, I want a public apology, and I want that freaking money, and that freaking merch store closed the F down. Immediately. I'm not even done. I'm just on one guy right now. Showing Lord Diaz for the real coward he is. If he went face to face with Phil, this is exactly what would be going on. He'd be getting his freaking face pounded in. Because people don't realize, dude, like, Phil, he's a tough guy, dude. Like, you don't live with that much hate and rage in your life and not know how to kick some ass. And I guarantee he would kick some ass. Which I want everybody to know. This Lord Diaz, he stole from the fans. He stole from wrestling fans. Come on, Phil! Come on, Phil! No! No! Oh, come on, Phil! He's been fighting for 16 years. He can fight for another couple minutes. Oh! And Phil with the 2.9. Phil with the 16-year-old career. And Lord Diaz with the 5-minute career. With no fans, no following, no ideas for merchandise, so he rips off the fans. Oh my God. On Phil now, fighting back, fighting with everything he's had. 16 years of hate, all coming out on the Detractors tonight. Philomania is running wild. 5-minute gimmick Diaz, enough of a shout out. And I hate that I have to be this way with somebody who, I mean, I'm sure he's clearly a fan. I'm sure he's probably given as much to this industry as I have. But you absolutely cross the effing line. You bring your 8 out of 10 piece of butt wearing my freaking t-shirt? Like, that's like an act of war, dude. And then you got all these losers thinking they're gonna get a shot at it because they order it from your merch store. That's all it effing is. I mean, God, instead of Owen, why didn't you take Lord Diaz? Give us Owen. Take Diaz. This Lord Diaz, I don't wanna get into him. I think he's gotten enough of a shout out from the Pro Wrestling Reality. But this Lord Diaz, I confronted him last night on his stream, and he was too scared to have me on the air. He was like, oh man, the Pro Wrestling Reality is here, and you know, he was turning all red. He was kind of looking over his shoulder, and I was like, let me on the air, and he wouldn't. So F him. If you're against Phil, you're against me. And the fact that you're wearing my t-shirt on your stream is incredibly disrespectful. That's the end of Lord Diaz. He's not getting any other word out of my mouth. Look at Lord Diaz. So I was in his stream last night. He's wearing my t-shirt. So he's got to steal for my merchandise designs because I actually took the time to create a lifestyle brand, to actually put my philosophies into my merchandise and put it forward. He's sitting there wearing my t-shirt. What's he got on the screen? Kino Casino. And he's sitting there stoned out of his freaking mind. And I called him out. I said, I want on the air to call you out for the coward you are. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Because he was a coward. He didn't want it. He didn't want to speak to a real Dark Side Phil fan who's going to come forward, not only criticizing his content, but criticizing his behavior on me personally as a Dark Side Phil fan who created his own lifestyle brand. It's over, Lore. Your career is finished. I'm going to reach out to every industry contact that I have. You should look at the DMs. I've spoken to Dreamer. I've spoken to WCW Crowbar. I've spoken to Conan. And many others that I'm not going to list. And I am going to inform them, you better take a look at this guy. Because he's stealing from the fans. And I don't think as a wrestler there's anything more disrespectful you could do. That's it. That's the last you're getting mentioned on my freaking podcast.
And PWR had a great idea. Since DSP is looking for a co-host of Smart Guys, He wants to throw his name in the ring, and he wants to be a co-host. And he said he talked to Phil, but Phil never responded. Now PWR, I'm gonna be blunt with you, DSP does not care about his fans. When was the last time he did something with a fan? He only works with people that give him clout. Kino Casino, his Street Fighter buddies. He is never, ever, ever going to interact with you, talk to you unless there's money involved, or play a game. He does not care about you. He is a loser, and you're a loser too. The only difference is he's a scammer, and you're just pathetic. So you can see the delusions of grandeur here, as you talk about the process of him contacting Phil to be on Smart Guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I spoke with Phil about wanting to get on to that Smart Guys podcast. He didn't get back to me because I guess he's got some other bigger names lined up. I don't know who they are, but he's got this Ralph Klein or something. I don't know the name, Ralph something. But I guess he's gonna be a guest. I don't know what his takes on the industry are. If it's not me who's on there, I do hope it's somebody who can actually intelligently talk wrestling. Okay, that's effing it. I'm moving. Anybody who puts this kind of crap in the chat is out of here. What? How? Phil doesn't like you. You know what? You're out of here. I'm sick and tired of seeing your account in here. I don't care if he likes me or not. Because the reality is, I'm the fan base. I'm the real fan. I'm not the one sitting in there with my hand on my private part going between his stream and strangely Lexly's stream trying to cause issues. I'm in Phil's streams, I'm relaxing, I'm usually, listening, closing my eyes and just kind of feeling that comfort of his community. He didn't get back to me, but I just threw it out there. I was like, brother, I ain't asking for a cent. It'd be an honor to go on the air with you and talk our industry, have a moment to say, thank you, Phil, for everything you've done in 16 years. He's gotten me through a lot of hard times. And that's something none of you freaking know any about because you probably had everything freaking handed to you your whole lives. Yeah, see, somebody says you should be on Smart Guys. Well, here's what you gotta do, people. You want the pro wrestling reality and dark side Phil, the mega powers to come together, brother. You're gonna go on DSP's freaking page. You're gonna shout it loud and clear. We want pro wrestling reality because he's got this new dude on now. I have no idea who it is.
And you can tell how sick and pathetic he is because he's playing a game. And in the create a character, who does he make? That is, of course, DSP. He's so obsessed that online, offline, it's all about DSP. He's obsessed, and Mama PWR, if you're still watching, get him help. I don't know his relationship with his father, but obviously there's something wrong there, or he's not giving some attention at home. Remember, he's 35 years old, living at home, and he also says he pees in a bucket and his pants sometimes. Because in a future video, I'm gonna show the clip where he says, Resident Evil was so scary, he peed in a bucket in his room. Absolutely disgusting.
Now, I downloaded something really cool that I found, looking through the community guide posts, and look who we got! Our guy, my childhood hero, DSP, Darkside Phil, is gonna kick some butt tonight. He's gonna kick Duty Streams' butt.
Then he had other targets, people that are trying to drag Phil down. And he's now going to go after Kino Casino, Stephen Cambion, It's a Gundam. And to me, I don't really care for Kino Casino, but It's a Gundam, that's my dude. He is one of the funniest people on the planet. I love that dude. Stephen Cambion, I'm warming up to. I loved his interview with DSP. He seems like a genuine dude. However, PWR hates them. Even put slides on his stream that say like Stephen Cambion and says coward above it. It's almost hard to believe this is a real person.
He's one that I would like, so you know what? I heard that you're the one who started all this detractor crap, are ya? And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, well, you mother effing, right in the freaking face. F you, It's a Gundam, you piece of garbage. And I think the real fans are coming forward. The real fans are coming forward now for you. Like myself, we're realizing what you are. A piece of grifting fucking... I'm sorry for the language. I'm sorry for the language. I apologize. See, I'm very emotional. When I get emotional, it's like I'm really holding back. And I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, like, I'd love to, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do it, because all you effing losers are in here waiting for me to threaten somebody. But I'm not gonna say it, but I got a lot of ideas that I'm thinking right now that I would like to see happen to It's a Gundam. Screw them. They're gonna have no career. They're literally gonna spend the next month talking about Dark Side Phil, and then they're just gonna flatline, and nobody's gonna know who they are anymore, because they have no career. They have no personality. Like, I don't know how anybody could actually sit there. At least with Phil, it's kind of relaxing, it's interesting, it's comforting, but Kino is just effing bullcrap. It's annoying, it's stupid, they're drug addicts, they're losers, they're abusers, users. I know. And then you get all these losers like I think Iron Chef Sakai was donating to them, and they're making a big thing about it. Duty Streams is donating, acting like the biggest fanboy in the world. I think that's effing bullcrap. Yeah, I hope the casino is dying. I don't give it more than 2 months. That's another freaking dude I freaking hate, is that freaking Steve Cambion. Like, I freaking hate that effing coward, dude. Like, seriously, I called him out. I was literally like, I'm not gonna say what I wish would happen to you, but that I was reading some Punisher comics, dude, and I would love to see you face the same justice that he gives to the enemy. And then he's just trying to laugh it off. Well, yeah, you do. Go run after your stupid effing autistic kids. You know, go enjoy your effing truck that you made off freaking Phil's blood, sweat, and tears.
Then you can see the blinders that are on PWR and other dents, because what DSP says goes in that cult. And even the simplest things that DSP has admitted to, PWR is denying. That's why when DSP does like a react or an interview, he always says, my core audience, you probably don't want to watch this, because he doesn't want to admit to his audience how much of a POS he is. And one of the things that PWR is denying is that DSP cried when confronted with Jaha, which multiple times DSP has admitted to this, 100%.
Who is this connection restored? Phil cried last time he was confronted. Dude, bull crap. Bull crap. Show me the freaking proof. Like I said, dude, it's all bullcrap. It's all freaking bullcrap, and I'm sick of it. And that's the thing, too, is I really want to be the one person to just come forward and say, like, F all you guys for... Oh, I almost freaking had him, dude. Justice for DSP. And justice for the pro wrestling reality.
Oh, but PWR is not alone. He has a friend in the DSP community, someone who's watching his back. That is right. The meth smoking, racist, cemetery rapist, river rejection, the guy who doesn't know how mirrors work and can't make toast. And of course, there's also a special message at the end of that video for him.
Other fans. I was talking to this R rejection guy, and he reached out, sent a very thoughtful message and said, just hang in there. We know how hard it is to be fans of Phil, but all these guys are no big losers, and they have no lives, and that's kind of why they do what they do. And I said, thank you for coming forward. Do you know how to braid a rope? I have no idea what the F that means. Somebody's trying to say on here I'm freaking drinking. That's bullcrap. I don't do that crap. Actually, that's a lie, because I do drink beer, but I'm not like beating my wife, or, I'm not married, but you get the idea.
And apparently PWR is so delusional, he thinks he can sing Michael Jackson. And not only that, he has a singing career, and he's working with Corey Feldman and Kool Keith. I never thought I'd ever say this, but PWR's delusions are bigger than DSP's. Like, the fact that this guy goes out of his way to think he's all these things but he's nothing is absolutely pathetic. I wish I could go through life not feeling shame and just believe in every single thing I said. Imagine how much easier life would be then.
I can sing like Michael Jackson. You guys want to hear me sing like Michael Jackson or what? Drop some some comments if you want to hear me sing like Mike, baby. Because this is something that none of you guys can do. Alright, I'm gonna throw down some Mike. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. See, you can't throw it down like that. That's why you don't have the album that I've been working on. I've been working with Cool Keith. We have Corey Feldman on board. That's gonna be doing something with us. Yes, it's just being mixed now. But I just don't want anybody really finding out about it yet. But anyway, so...
But yet again, he's breaking down. PWR is crying now because people are not taking him seriously. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it, Phil? And he's had enough. Just help him out. Just support. Please, just do something. Because he's now crying on stream. Because the detractors are mean.
I can't breathe. I'm getting so worked up and so emotional and nobody's taking it seriously. Trying to say I'm LARPing, trying to say that I'm bullcrapping, that I'm not taking this seriously. Screw you all. Screw Dashfire. You're out of here. You know what? I'm sick of this Shao Shigami effing coward. Like I said, don't you have to go pay for your next hour at your manga cafe, you effing loser?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a second word from our sponsor over at the Lord Diaz merch shop.
Are you tired of boring basic t-shirts that say absolutely nothing about your passion? Want to make a statement that screams, I'm here for this industry, but also kinda turned off by it? Well, have we got the shirt for you? Introducing the I Don't Get Ass, I Celebrate Our Industry t-shirt. This isn't just a shirt, it's a lifestyle. Don't accept any frickin' glib from imitations or any other effing bullcrap. We celebrate our industry.
And then PWR was getting nervous because 9 p.m. was coming around and his mom was done working her street corner getting blacked and he's worried about her coming home and him being too loud, so he's looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, my mom's back at 9, so I'm kind of looking over my shoulder hoping the car doesn't pull up.
And then the end of the stream happens, but not in the way he likes. In a moment that's absolutely hilarious and was foreshadowed before, his mom comes home because the neighbor called her and said he was too loud. And he got grounded after that, dude.
Oh, Jesus, just a second, dude. Just a second. I thought you were... What? I thought you weren't home until 9. I thought you weren't home until 9. What? No, I wasn't. That's bullcrap. That's bullcrap. Jesus. Dude. I gotta go, man. My freaking neighbor called my freaking mom and told her that I was freaking yelling and screaming, so she had to come home. So I hope you dudes are happy. You got me so freaking pissed, so freaking fired up. I'm freaking in trouble now. I'm gonna end this before she gets in downstairs. Screw the casino. F Steve. F Lord Diaz. F Dashfire. F Snort Hogan. F them all. Yeah, I know. I'm not doing anything. Jesus Christ. Dude, 35 years old and these guys are so fucking stupid, man.
And that was the first 2 streams. We still got more streams to go through, plus whatever he does in the future. And PWR, get off the internet, get some help. And of course, if your mom wants to talk to me, I'll meet up with her. Since we're both Canadians, I'll talk to her. You know what? Since you're a massive loser, since you're losing this imaginary war, I'll fuck your mom and give her a child she'll actually love.